It started as a late-night curiosity, that persistent thumping above my bedroom ceiling. I thought it was just a raccoon or some stray cat, but the noise was too rhythmic, too intentional. My heart pounded as I pulled down the attic stairs, the creak of the ladder echoing in the silent house. With each step up, the air seemed to grow thicker, charged with an oppressive energy that made the hairs on my neck stand on end. What I found, however, was far worse than any animal. There, beneath a thin layer of dust, were journals lined up with precision, each one marked with a future date. And there, on the last one, was my name. Flipping open the pages, I was greeted by meticulous handwriting describing events that had yet to happen. The first entry detailed my promotion at work, something I hadn't even dared to hope for but came true just last week. As I leafed through the journals, each prediction was more chillingly accurate than the last. Then I reached an entry marked with tomorrow's date. My hands trembled as I read the words, each one etching a deeper sense of dread into my mind. The accident will happen at 3:47 p.m. There will be no time to react. I spent the next day in a haze, avoiding my usual commute and calling in sick. No matter how much I tried to alter my routine, every tick of the clock brought me closer to that dreaded minute. At 3:30, I locked myself in my room, convinced that isolation was my only chance at survival. But as the clock struck 3:47, a loud crash resonated from the street below. I raced to the window, my heart plummeting as I saw the mangled remains of my car, a delivery truck having plowed into it at full speed. My relief was short-lived. Returning to the journals that night, a new entry had appeared in the final book, in the same familiar handwriting. "You cannot escape fate," it read. "Tomorrow, it will be the fall." Panic set in as I realized that these journals weren't just predicting the future, they were dictating it. Bound by their words, I understood that each entry was an inevitable chapter in a story I had no control over. As night closed in, I could only wonder what else the attic held, waiting to be discovered.